Good morning, and I welcome you all to the webinar about a complete overview of Zoho Meeting. Zoho Meeting can be used for video conferencing and webinars. Before we get started, here comes the agenda for today's session. Let me start with a brief introduction about Zoho Meeting and how should we use it. With a demonstration of the new version, we will learn how to set up your account with your corporate branding, add users, and associate profiles to host the session right from your browser. And it is compatible with Mac, Windows, and Linux. You can use your computer's built-in microphone and speakers, or you can also join the meetings on the go over your phone from any part of the world. Now, let's see about the brief introduction about our online meeting software. Using Zoho Meeting, you can host online meetings with real-time audio, video, and screen sharing. This is the home screen of Zoho Meeting. So when I click on the video conferencing option, this will take me to the meeting launch page. So here you need to choose the microphone and the camera sources of your choice. Right now, I'm going to start this meeting by using the computer audio. And this is how the presenter screen of the meeting window looks like. Let me now show you how come a participant joins the session. If you'd like to invite someone on your ongoing session, you need not to go back to the meeting details page. Zoho Meeting provides an option to invite someone by getting the join link or else sending an invite right from the meeting window. So I have copied this link and I'm going to join as a participant for the same meeting. So when I try to join the session, and this is how the participant screen looks like. Now we come back to the presenter screen. On the bottom menu bar, you will be provided with a list of tools and tabs with its respective features. The Participants tab contains a list of the participants. The second option is one of the moderator controls provided within the session. So this is nothing but a remote access by providing your mouse and keyboard control to them. You can also make use of the edit icon next to the meeting title to change it as per your requirement. Here, we have done an internal integration with Zoho Click, where you can now send images, send files and documents using the attachment icon. Moreover, you can also express your thoughts better by sending out the emojis and also send specific replies to the messages being sent. If you're muted during the meeting to avoid any interruption, all right. So now let's learn about the start sharing option. Screen sharing is an essential part of collaborating during the online meeting. Anyone in the meeting can share their screen with others. Similarly, the participants will also have an option to share their screen with others. But they need an approval from the presenter before they step onto the screen sharing. Now, we step onto the more actions here. So using the more actions, you can change the settings of your current meeting and use the moderator controls within the session. First, let's talk about the session notes. So here we have done an internal integration with Zoho Notebook, so which is actually powered by it. So through this, you can take down any important lectures and points which has been discussed during the session. So through this, you can make your meetings more confidential to keep them secure from unexpected attendees. You will be notified when someone tries to enter your meeting, so you can let them in only if you want to. Right now, I'm going to show you a live example on how exactly the lock meeting feature works. As you can see, the meeting is currently locked and waiting for an approval. Now, when you come back to the presenter screen, the presenter will have a pop-up in order to accept or reject the entry. You can use this lock meeting option as a waiting room concept for your meeting. You can record all your meetings to watch them online later, and also you can share it with the members who couldn't attend your meeting. So below that, you can see the audio settings. So this can be enabled or disabled according to your choice. Exit. So as of now, we saw on how to conduct an online meeting. Let's imagine we have a business HR who had conducted a meeting with his colleagues and looking for a way to access its notes taken down during the session. Here, Zoho Meeting provides an option to collect the notes at the session summary. Now, let's move on to the Participants tab. Here we have done an internal integration with Zoho Contacts, which will help you to import your primary and secondary contacts from Google, Outlook, and even from a sheet. So all you need to do is select the participant whom you want to invite for your meeting. And once the meeting is scheduled, these listed participants will receive an invitation email along with the join button in it. All they need to do is at the time of the meeting, they need to click on the join meeting button to join your session. Now, let me show you a sample invitation here. Your participants will have an RSVP section like this. Invitees can click on any of the three options, yes, maybe, or no. All right. So now let's go for scenario 3. You need not to create a meeting for each and every month separately. Let me tell you how. So access the scheduling page and click on more options. You need to specify when and how the meeting should repeat and when it should end. Now, we are going to see about an important feature which is recently launched in Zoho Meeting. Zoho Meeting provides Zoho Conference where you will be given an option to select computer audio or phone audio at the time of joining the meeting. You can also use the own conferencing system, which is nothing. So whatever the details you enter here, that will be sent along with the meeting invite to your invitees. When you've done all the scheduling part, you can click on the schedule button, which will take you to the meeting details page. How come a participant can join the session? This is actually a unique key generated for this respective meeting. With this meeting key, you can also have an option to copy the entire invitation from the view invitation option. The participants will be receiving an email notifying them about these changes. By default, all the meetings you schedule will be automatically saved on your email calendar whenever you receive the email invite, so that you will get the reminders and start the session right from your calendar itself. Now, let's learn about how you can embed the meeting onto your organization website. So not only your organization website, you can make use of this embed link to be pasted on your blog or else your Facebook profile, so that anyone will know about your meeting and they can just simply enter their email address to join the session. Now, we quickly jump on to the last scenario. Some of you would like to want the previous meeting to be conducted again. For this, you need not to create a new one by filling the details all over again. To achieve this, go to meetings. So from the past meeting section, you will find an option called repeat meeting. So using the repeat meeting option, you can clone your past meeting to happen in the future. Now, we move on to the next topic on how to schedule the webinars. You can engage the leads throughout the session using polling and Q&A features. You can also now stream your ongoing webinar in YouTube in order to have a wider reach for your session. Now, let's see the overview of the webinar module. Now, moving back to the home screen of Zoho Meeting, click on the schedule button. So this will take you to the scheduling page where you can give a suitable title for your webinar and a brief explanation of the major points that you will cover in the description. And here you need to choose the date, time, and duration of the webinar. And also you can make use of the frequency option to schedule the recurring webinars. Once done with the first step, click on Next. You can add as many co-organizers to your webinar and they need not to have a Zoho Meeting account for it. I'm going to show you how to add a co-organizer. Let's talk about what a co-organizer can do. The co-organizer can co-host your presentation. They can answer the questions from your attendees. They can launch polls, record webinars, and also make an attendee to speak during the session. Now, here you can click on Next to add the further details, or else you can click on Skip and Finish to step into the final process. So whenever you create any webinar, this will be providing you a unified link, which can be copied from the share option. This is actually a feature in order to qualify and bring the right audience for your webinar. By default, registration. On manual moderation, they need to wait for the organizer to confirm the registration first. So here you can see an option to approve or deny the registrations from the same page. Moreover, you can also get the complete registrants details from the Approve tab, where you will also have an option to copy the join link for each added registrants. In case if they have mistakenly deleted the emails, you can make use of the join link to send it to them. So right now, we're going to see some of the features in Zoho Webinar based on scenarios. So here comes the scenario 1. A sports equipment manufacturing company has organized a webinar to launch their new product. For the marketing purposes, the product marketer of this company is looking for a way to find the registrants where exactly they come from. So at the bottom, you can see an option called source tracking. Here you need to click on the customize email option, which will take you to the email customization page. So while customizing the email templates, you can also have an option to add the reminder emails, like how long before an email reminder has to be sent. You need not to run a separate campaign by creating it manually. So from the webinar details page and from the email section, click on the configure button next to the thank you email. You need to choose how long after the thank you email has to be sent. Once done, click on Save. If you'd like to clone the template that you have already customized, we can make use of the clone icon, which we have provided at the top right corner. So now we're going to go for the fourth scenario. Right now, so registration is the mandatory process in webinar as of now. Since I have already discussed the registration process is a mandatory option, so the registrations coming only from United States based on the IP country will be selected. So once the webinar has reached the specified account, it will not further allow any registration. One is single choice, multiple choice, and another one is star rating. Using the single or the multiple choice poll, all right. So this is all about how you can schedule the webinars and how to do all the customizations while scheduling as well as post scheduling. Now, without moving away from the tool, you can also share your webinar link in your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter profiles. So once done with the customization, you can start the webinar from the webinar portal using the start button. I'm going to choose computer audio for this session. And you can also have an option to start sharing the screen from the beginning of the webinar itself. So this will take you to the organizer screen, and this is how an organizer screen looks like. So I need not to download any application. This is going to join the session from the browser itself. So this takes some time, and here comes the launch page. And here they will not be choosing any audio or the video sources because they are going to join the session in. So this can be used as a communication among yourselves. So from the left panel, you can see certain tools and tabs. And from the attendees tab, you can see the list of attendees, those who have joined the session. Using the search and sort, you can search for any respective attendee that you're looking for. And from the more actions provided, you can see certain controls next to each and every attendee. You can make any attendee to communicate during the session by sharing their screen, showing the webcam, and talk. So on doing this, this will make your session to be more interactive and engaging. Now let's see about the filter icon, which is to easily categorize the attendees who have raised their hands and have been allowed to talk during the session. So this will make the session to be more engaging, where you will be handling the presentations and all, and where the co-organizers can take care of the Q&As polls. Moreover, you can also decline any questions if you feel it unnecessary to the session. You can also set priority like high, medium, or low, where you can simplify the answering process in priority. All right, now we move on to polls. In order to get a valuable insights from your audience, once they have responded, the results will be instantly generated on the organizer screen. By default, now we move on to settings. Similar to meeting, you can easily change your microphone and the camera devices on your ongoing session itself without ending the webinar session. And also you can check the performance of your network and how come the bandwidth is getting optimized for your current webinar. You can share either your entire screen, or if you'd like to share any respective application, you can go for window sharing. At the top, there will be a recording button to record your session and send it to anyone who couldn't attend your webinar. So we have recently introduced this feature, which will help you to view the video feeds in gallery view and the sidebar. Using the full screen, you can maximize the screen.
Thank you for joining. Goodbye.
Once the webinar is over, you will be getting a detailed analytical report about your number of registrants, attendees, and poll results and Q&A. For an instance, let me show you a sample report here. And from the generate report, you will get a consolidated report about your number of registrants, attendees with respect to their name, email ID, country, and their participation status. So if you like to get a complete performance report about your webinar, you can download it as an XLS or CSV files. So as of now, we saw on how to host and schedule the meetings and webinars. If you'd like to delete the recordings to free some space, so we have also come up with some of the features in the recordings tab. So here from the share option, you will find an option called accessibility permission. So let's learn what are all the ways here. So all this can be done from the Zoho Meeting mobile application. So from here, my settings tab, you can see the list of all the settings which is related to any users of your organization. Now we step on to manage organization. Under manage organization, so only an admin can also change the settings from it. So here you can see I have customized it like test.zilka.com. So from the security tab, you can anonymize all the personal data such as name, email address, IP address, and other registration related information. Now moving on to the integration part, Zoho Meeting provides integration with other Zoho products such as CRM, bookings, campaigns, mail, projects, notebook, Click. sprints, and marketing automation. So not only the integration with Zoho products, we have integration with the third-party major applications. We also have Zoho Meeting extensions. Since I'm using the meeting portal via Chrome browser, similarly, we have Firefox extensions as well. So as we discussed earlier that we have the third-party major applications integrations with Microsoft Teams. All right. So now we step on to the roadmap. So these are all some of the features which are being handled in our upcoming update. First, we are working on with a raise hand feature where the participants can raise their hands to clarify their concerns. As of now, we have the ability to conduct a meeting with up to 100 participants. Now we are going to scale it up to 250. Similar to webinar, so this is the most required feature by all, which is a virtual background feature. Please shoot your questions and we will be happy to help you out. Please let us know if you have any questions about any of the features that I have mentioned today. So here comes the question 1, whether the co-organizer can join the webinar from the mobile app. Here comes the question 2, which is related to the number of attendees on how many attendees can attend. So this is actually recently launched in Zoho Web. The last question is about the security and privacy in online sessions. So the answer is Zoho Meeting is absolutely secure. All right. I hope you all have enjoyed this webinar. Thank you so much for your participation.